Today's episode is, the Alanastiums try to suggest Classic Caillou to cancel Lucy Precure's 9th birthday delivery, failed, grounded, sent to New Zealand.
What the? No way. You have got to be kidding me right now. I can't believe that Preston stole Dark Bowser's credit card and spent $20,000 to purchase all the stuff for Lucy Precure's 9th birthday. He should realize that stealing someone's stuff is bad. My gosh, Dark Bowser is going to be pissed at Preston, 'cause he wants his credit card back. Preston should be ashamed of himself. Dark Bowser spent all that money to make things nice for his friends, including me. And this is what Preston did? How would he like it if Classic Caillou cancels Lucy Precure's birthday delivery and returned Dark Bowser's credit card to him? Wait. Cancel Lucy's birthday delivery and return Dark Bowser's credit card to him? That gives me a great idea. If I tell Alan to suggest Classic Caillou to cancel Lucy's birthday delivery when he gets to school, and return Dark Bowser's credit card to him when he gets home from school, then he and his friends will be very happy, including me. I'm going to call Alan over here right now. Alan, report to my lair immediately.
Okay, Zeta.
Alan, just where do you think you are going?
Yeah, get back to your room right now.
Oh my god, not again.
Okay, Zeta, I'm here. Now what is it you want to tell me about?
Alan, I'm glad you asked. See, I believe Preston just stole Dark Bowser's credit card and spent $20,000 to purchase all the stuff for Lucy Precure's birthday.
Oh, for crying out loud, how dare Preston do this? He needs to understand that stealing someone's stuff is not okay. The reason it's because that credit card belongs to Dark Bowser. What is wrong with Preston?
I know, Alan. So here's what you are going to do.
Oh, and what's that?
If you suggest Classic Caillou to cancel Lucy's birthday delivery when he gets to school, and return Dark Bowser's credit card to him when he gets home from school, then he and his friends will be very happy, including me. What do you think about that?
Good idea, Zeta. If our plan works, we'll be free. Okay, I'm going back now.
Okay then, Alan, suit yourself.
Okay, Alan, what is it you want to say to me and my sister?
Yeah, Alan, what is it?
Classic Caillou and Classic Rosie, I believe Zeta just found out what Preston did.
Please tell us, Alan.
Okay, I will. See, it appears that he stole Dark Bowser's credit card and spent $20,000 to purchase all the stuff for Lucy's 9th birthday.
Oh, for crying out loud.
How dare Preston do that? He should know he's not allowed to steal someone's stuff, because that credit card belongs to Dark Bowser.
I know, Classic Caillou, so here's what you are going to do.
Oh, and what's that, Alan?
Since Lucy's birthday gifts are going to be delivered in about 29 minutes, how about if you cancel her birthday delivery when you get to school before it's too late, and return Dark Bowser's credit card to him when you get home from school? Then he and his friends will be very happy.
Yeah, Classic Caillou. What do you think?
I think that sounds great.
Thanks, Classic Caillou.
Oh my god.
What is Preston trying to say?
He said that the Alanastiums just suggested Classic Caillou to cancel Lucy's birthday delivery, all because Dark Bowser wants his credit card back.
Oh my goodness. The Alanastiums have struck again.
I know. So Preston wants you girls to cut Classic Caillou's internet, because he doesn't want Lucy Precure to have the worst birthday ever.
Okay, we can do that, since Lucy doesn't want to have it.
Thank you, Madison and Trinity.
Okay, I'm going to cancel Lucy's birthday delivery before it's too late. What? Why doesn't it let me go? What the heck? Oh my gosh, my phone has no internet connection. I better call Classic Rosie about this.
Oh, hey Classic Caillou.
Hi Classic Rosie. My phone has no internet connection.
What? Ah, but the Alanastiums just told you to cancel Lucy's birthday delivery before it's too late.
But Classic Rosie, this is serious. It appears that someone just cut my internet.
Oh really? Well, I better tell Trinity and Madison about this.
Okay then, goodbye.
Hello, this is Trinity speaking. Who is calling me?
Hello, this is Classic Rosie speaking. So Trin and Madison, is this true that my brother's phone has no internet connection?
Yes, Classic Rosie. It's true. My sister Madison and I decided not to let Classic Caillou to cancel Lucy Precure's birthday delivery, because it would hurt her feelings and make her cry. Yeah, I agree. So we're sorry, but since her baby brother Preston didn't want Lucy to have the worst birthday ever, he had no choice but to suggest us to cut Classic Caillou's internet.
Wait, Preston suggested you and Trinity to cut my brother Classic Caillou's internet? Oh, my goodness gracious. I cannot believe he suggested you girls to do this to Classic Caillou. I'm going to have to call Zeta why you did that to him right now.
Well, they're Classic Rosie. We know you're angry. And okay then. Bye.
Hello Classic Rosie, what's up?
Hi Zeta. You are not going to believe what the Cummings kids just did to my brother Classic Caillou.
Ah, here we go again. I just told the Alanastiums to suggest your brother to cancel Lucy's birthday delivery when he gets to school.
I know Zeta, but that's a problem. It appears that Preston just suggested two of his sisters to cut my brother's internet.
Oh really? Well, I better check on my computer. Just give me for a second.
Okay Zeta.
Thanks Classic Rosie. Okay, I'm going to check on my computer to see if Preston did suggest Trinity and Madison to cut Classic Caillou's internet or not. Are you kidding me? You are right Classic Rosie. First, Liv and Peyton cut Blake Harrison's internet 5 days ago, and now today, Preston just suggested Madison and Trinity to cut your brother's internet. I'm going to have to call Karen McCarronson over here right now.
Okay then, you take care now.
You too, bye. Karen, report to my lair right now. Okay Zeta, I'm here, now what is it do you want to tell me? See Karen, I just took a call from Classic Rosie and she said that Preston suggested Trinity and Madison to cut Classic Caillou's internet. What, are you serious?
No, just freaking no. How could you suggest your sisters to cut young man's internet? This is absolute bullshit.
Yeah, how could you do this to him?
That's not freaking fair. You're pissing us off even more than we already have been.
And since you broke the rules, I have no choice but to call Christopher to send you to Chatham Island, New Zealand.
Did I just hear that Preston broke the rules?
That's right, Alan. And I'm calling Christopher to send him to Chatham Island, New Zealand right now.
Hello, this is Christopher speaking. Who is calling me?
Hello Christopher, this is Karen McCarronson speaking, and I want to tell you something about that 3-year-old boy from the Cummings family.
You're talking about Preston, right?
That is correct Christopher. You see, Zeta just told me that he suggested his sisters to cut that young man's internet.
That's true Mrs. Mickeronson. Because if Classic Caillou uses his phone during class at school, I will send him to Chatham Island, New Zealand.
I'm sorry Christopher, but you got the wrong answer. So if you want to earn points, then I demand you send that 3-year-old boy to Chatham Island, New Zealand now.
Karen, he did not get the answer wrong.
Yes he did.
No, stop it.
No, you stop it. If he wants to earn points, then I want him to send that little boy to Chatham Island, New Zealand. So please stop interrupting me. Now Christopher, please do me a favor and send that baby boy to Chatham Island, New Zealand.
But Mrs. Mickeronson, Classic Caillou is a troublemaker.
Forget about that and do it.
Fine.
Thank you for listening. And don't you ever disobey me, or else Zeta will call the police to arrest you. Bye.
Oh, you have got to be kidding us right now, Karen. Like Christopher said, Classic Caillou is a troublemaker, so he is the one who is going to be sent to Chatham Island, New Zealand by him.
Oh, sorry. No points again.
Hey, stop that, Dark Bowser. Preston did the right thing, since you don't deserve to have your credit card back, because you are the worst evil clone ever.
That's right, and he also did the right thing by suggesting his sisters to cut Classic Caillou's internet, cause he didn't want him to hurt Lucy Precure's feelings on her birthday.
Excuse me, but my father is right. If Christopher wants to earn points, then he needs to send Preston to Chatham Island, New Zealand right now.
And we already told Karen Mickelson that Classic Caillou is a troublemaker, so he is the one who is going to be sent to Chatham Island, New Zealand by Christopher. Oh, not again.
We're sorry, but you got it wrong again.
Guys, you gotta listen. Like Christopher said to Karen before, if Classic Caillou uses his phone during class at school, he will send him to Chatham Island, New Zealand. Hey, knock it off.
That's it. Goodbye.
I better call Iqaluit restaurant waiters about this.
Hello, who is calling me?
Hello, you are not going to believe what we just did.
Ugh, this better be good.
I believe we kept getting the wrong answer. Can't you believe that?
What the? No. This can't be happening right now. You guys did not get the answer wrong.
Yeah, we told Dark Bowser and his friends that if Classic Caillou uses his phone during class at school, Christopher will send him to Chatham Island, New Zealand.
Oh, my goodness. You are right.
Yeah. Classic Caillou will be sent to Chatham Island, New Zealand by Christopher, if he uses his phone during class at school. Ah, we did it again.
Yeah, stop pissing us off right now. We did not get it wrong.
Yeah, how many times do we have to go over this? Christopher will send Classic Caillou to Chatham Island, New Zealand if he uses his phone during class at school. Stop, stop, stop. We did not get the answer wrong. So, quit pissing us off right now.
We said, quit it.
What's wrong with you? You are supposed to do as we say. If Classic Caillou uses his phone during class at school, Christopher will send him to Chatham Island, New Zealand.
Do that one more time and we'll be pissed even more. So stop it.
Right, that's it. We've had quite enough. Okay, Zeta, I've finished calling Christopher to send that 3-year-old boy to Chatham Island, New Zealand. That's great. This will teach him a lesson for suggesting Trinity and Madison to cut Classic Caillou's internet. And I don't ever want him to disobey me. Correct. Because if he does it again, I will call the police to arrest him. So I'll call Classic Caillou right now and tell him that you've finished calling Christopher to send Preston to Chatham Island, New Zealand. Okay, Classic Caillou, Karen has finished calling Christopher to send Preston to Chatham Island, New Zealand.
Thank you, Zeta. I couldn't believe that Preston suggested Trinity and Madison to cut my internet.
Yeah, and we hate it. So this will teach him a lesson for suggesting his sisters to cut your internet. Bye. Right. That does it.
Why, good morning, Miss Green. What brings you here this time?
Mrs. Clementine, I believe Classic Caillou just used his phone during class once.
Well, don't worry, Miss Green. I'm going to have to report him to my office right now. Classic Caillou Anderson, report to my office immediately.
Well, I can't believe that Christmas has been decorated.
I know, Melody Luna. And did Lucy Precure's birthday gifts have been delivered yet?
Let me check. You are right, Mrs. Suzuki. Lucy's birthday gifts are being delivered.
That's great to hear that.
And I believe someone is calling me.
Okay, Melody Luna. and you guys can call if you want.
Hi, this is Melody Luna speaking. Who is this?
Hello Melody Luna, this is Zeta the Sorceress. Now what time is it?
I'm glad you asked. It's 9:01 a.m.
Wait, are you serious?
That's right, Zeta.
We are very serious.
And we can't believe that Lucy Precure's birthday gifts have been delivered about a minute ago.
What the? Are you girls insane right now? I thought I told Alan last night to suggest Classic Caillou to cancel Lucy's birthday delivery when he gets to school.
Well, it's too late now.
That's right, Zeta, and I am so excited that my birthday gifts have been delivered.
Oh. So Lucy, today is your birthday, isn't it?
Yes, Zeta, it is.
Well, I better warn Classic Caillou. Classic Caillou, it's for you.
Thanks, Zeta. So yeah, I didn't get a chance to cancel your birthday delivery just because Preston suggested Trinity and Madison to cut my internet.
Yeah, and you kinda deserve it.
Yeah, that's right. So we're going to let you go now. Bye.
Mrs. Ramirez, Mrs. Milliard, and I have to agree with Zach and Heather. You need to understand that Lucy doesn't want to have the worst birthday ever. The reason it's because it can hurt her feelings and make her cry.
Yeah, that's correct. And you know Dark Bowser doesn't deserve to have his credit card back, because he's the worst evil clone ever.
Yeah, so for trying to ruin Lucy Precure's 9th birthday with the Alanastiums, you are suspended until Christmas break. Go home now, while I call your parents.
And I'm also going to have to call the Alanastiums' parents so they can ground them.
Hi, this is Sue speaking. Who is calling me?
Hello Sue, this is Zeta the Sorceress speaking, and I want to tell you something about the Cummings girls.
You are talking about Trinity and Madison, right?
That's correct, Sue. You see, they just got warned by Preston about the Alanastiums wanting Classic Caillou to cancel Lucy's birthday delivery.
That's true, Zeta, and I believe they did that. So I'm ready to send them to Chatham Island, New Zealand now.
Excuse me, but I'm serious. I need you to send Trinity and Madison to Chatham Island, New Zealand instead of the Alanastiums.
I'm sorry, but Lee and Jen just told me that the Alanastiums tried to suggest Classic Caillou to cancel Lucy Precure's birthday delivery and they failed.
That doesn't matter. You can't send the Alanastiums to Chatham Island, New Zealand. I demand you send Trinity and Madison to Chatham Island, New Zealand now, because they just got warned by Preston.
Do you think I can send them to Chatham Island, New Zealand?
Absolutely correct.
Zeta, listen to me. The Alanastiums are troublemakers, so they are the ones who are going to be sent to Chatham Island, New Zealand by me.
Sue, that is incorrect. Please do me a favor and send Trinity and Madison to Chatham Island, New Zealand.
No, but Zeta?
Just do it.
Arg, fine.
Thank you for listening. Goodbye. All right. Now I am going to call Carl, so we can have a word with the Cummings girls.
Oh, hi Zeta, what's up?
Hi Carl. I think we would like to have a word with Madison and Trinity, because I believe I've finished calling Sue to send them to Chatham Island, New Zealand.
Oh, and why is that?
It's because they got warned by Preston about the Alanastiums wanting Classic Caillou to cancel Lucy Precure's 9th birthday delivery. So Preston pissed the League of Entitled Karens off more, since he suggested Trinity and Madison to cut Classic Caillou's internet.
Wow! Just wow. First, Living Peyton cut Blake Harrison's internet 5 days ago. And now today, Preston suggested Trinity and Madison to cut Classic Caillou's internet. What is wrong with the Cummings kids? They should realize that doing all kinds of stuff might piss the League of Entitled Karens, Dark Bowser and his friends off, including you.
Yeah, I know, and that's why we're having a word with Trinity and Madison right now.
Yeah! Good idea.
Hello, who is calling me?
Hi Trinity and Madison, this is Carl speaking.
And this is Zeta the Sorceress speaking. I think we need to have a word with you girls.
Oh, and what's that?
See Trinity, I've finished calling Sue to send you and Madison to Chatham Island, New Zealand.
What? Why did you do that?
Because it appears that you girls got warned by your baby brother Preston about the Alanastiums wanting Classic Caillou to cancel Lucy Precure's birthday delivery.
Yeah, that's right. He did the right thing, because he didn't want Lucy to have the worst 9th birthday ever.
Yep, we thought so. So since your baby brother suggested you girls to cut Classic Caillou's internet, he pissed the League of Entitled Karens off more. So we suggest you and Madison to pack your things and leave the school now.
Wait, what? Are you serious? Yeah, why do you want us to pack our things and leave the school for?
The reason is because you girls and your baby brother are in so much trouble right now.
That's right. You guys should realize that doing all kinds of stuff might piss the League of Entitled Karens, Dark Bowser and his friends off, including me. So before Sue sends you girls to Chatham Island, New Zealand, we want you to pack your things and leave the school immediately.
All right. This is getting on my nerves now.
Yeah, me too.
I know Ollie and Peyton, Trinity and Madison don't want to move to Chatham Island, New Zealand. Classic Caillou, I can't believe you tried to cancel Lucy Precure's 9th birthday delivery, but luckily, Preston suggested Trinity and Madison to cut your internet, cause he didn't want Lucy to have the worst birthday ever.
But Dad, Preston just stole Dark Bowser's credit card and spent $20,000 to purchase all the stuff for Lucy's 9th birthday.
That's good, because Dark Bowser is the worst evil clone ever, so for this, you're grounded until Christmas break, and I'm also going to have to call Santa to put you on the naughty list.
So Christopher, are you ready to send Preston to Chatham Island, New Zealand? Because he pissed the League of Entitled Karens off more, since he suggested Trinity and Madison to cut Classic Caillou's internet.
Not really.
Yes, you are, Christopher.
Stop getting the answer wrong.
Yeah, do as Karen commands you right now, or else Zeta will call the police to arrest you.
I'm sorry, but just gimme for a minute. Okay, Classic Caillou, it's time to get ready to go.
No. I thought Karen called you to send Preston to Chatham Island, New Zealand for pissing the League of Entitled Karens off more, since he suggested Trinity and Madison to cut my internet.
Well, that's too bad, Classic Caillou.
Because Bowser already called Mr. Kuyak to call Christopher to send you to Chatham Island, New Zealand.
No, Classic Caillou is not moving to Chatham Island, New Zealand because Christopher needs to send Preston there.
Chorus, stop. Classic Caillou is getting sent to Chatham Island, New Zealand by Christopher, since Bowser called Mr. Kuyak to call him to do that.
Yeah, that's right. So Classic Caillou, like I said before, it's time to go. No buts, no excuses, and no exceptions.
Oh, So now you're going to disobey Karen again?
Ugh, she just told you to send Preston to Chatham Island, New Zealand. The reason is because he pissed the League of Entitled Karens off more, since he suggested Trinity and Madison to cut Classic Caillou's internet.
I'm really sorry guys, but Bowser just called Mr. Kuyak to call me to send Classic Caillou to Chatham Island, New Zealand.
What the? Right, that's it. Bowser has gone too far this time. We're going to have to call Smithy, so he can punish him.
Yeah, Bowser is going to be sentenced to prison for the rest of the day when Smithy calls the police on him.
Freeze. Bowser, you are under arrest for calling Mr. Kuyak to call Christopher to send Classic Caillou to Chatham Island, New Zealand instead of Preston. Come with me to the police car now, because I think you will be sentenced to prison for the rest of the day.
Excuse me, but there is no way I can let you arrest my dad.
Okay, Alan, it's time for you and your friends to get ready to go.
No, I thought Zeta called you to send Trinity and Madison to Chatham Island, New Zealand for getting warned by Preston about me suggesting Classic Caillou to cancel Lucy Precure's 9th birthday delivery.
Well, that's too bad, Alan.
Because Bowser already called Mr. Kuyak to call Sue to send you and your friends to Chatham Island, New Zealand.
Yeah, I agree. Now, like I said before, it's time to go. No buts, no excuses, and no exceptions.
Right, now that's 2 days in jail for Bowser. I can't believe he called Mr. Kuwiak to call you to send the Alanastiums to Chatham Island, New Zealand instead of Trinity and Madison.
So Christopher and Sue.
Did you send our son Classic Caillou and the Alanastiums to Chatham Island, New Zealand?
Yes, guys, we sure did.
I agree with Christopher.
Thank you, Sue and Christopher.
This is going to teach them a lesson for trying to ruin Lucy Precure's 9th birthday.
Good afternoon. So Lucy, what is it?
Hi Zeta, you are not going to believe what Christopher and Sue did.
Please don't tell me that Sue disobeyed me after I specifically told her to send Trinity and Madison to Chatham Island, New Zealand. And please don't tell me that Christopher disobeyed Karen after she specifically told him to send Preston there.
Actually Zeta, there was more than just that. It appears that Bowser just called Mr. Kuwiak to call Christopher and Sue to send Classic Caillou and the Alanastiums to Chatham Island, New Zealand. All because they tried to ruin Lucy Precure's 9th birthday and they failed yesterday. But thankfully, the police arrested Bowser and sent him to prison. So he's in there for one more day.
Whew, that was a close call. I can't believe that Bowser called Mr. Kuwiak to call Christopher and Sue to send the Alanastiums and Classic Caillou to Chatham Island, New Zealand instead of Preston, Trinity and Madison. Bowser needs to understand that they are the ones who are going to be sent to Chatham Island, New Zealand by Christopher and Sue, not Classic Caillou and the Alanastiums. The reason it's because Preston, Trinity and Madison were supposed to be in trouble. So I better check on my computer. Just gimme for a second. Alright, I'm going to check on my computer to see if Christopher and Sue did send Classic Caillou and the Alanastiums to Chatham Island, New Zealand or not. Are you serious? I'm afraid you're absolutely right. This is the first time Sue disobeyed me, and this is the second time Christopher disobeyed Karen. Don't worry, when we finish up this call, Christopher will be sent to prison for 2 days once I call the cops, so he can join with Z and Zauna. I'm going to let you go now.
Okay then, bye Zeta.
Goodbye. Karen, can you come to my lair please? I have to tell you something important. What is it, Zeta? Did Christopher and Sue send the Cummings kids to Chatham Island, New Zealand? I'm afraid not, Karen. Listen to me. Lucy Van Pelt just told me that Bowser called Mr. Kuwiak to call Christopher and Sue to send Classic Caillou and the Alanastiums to Chatham Island, New Zealand instead of Preston, Trinity and Madison. Wait, what the? Hey. How dare Bowser do that? He must understand that 3 of the Cummings kids are the ones who are going to be sent to Chatham Island, New Zealand by Christopher and Sue, not that young man and the Alanastiums. I agree. But thankfully, Bowser got arrested and sent to prison by the cops. That's good. I can't believe that Christopher just disobeyed me twice. I know, and that's why I'm calling the police right now so they can arrest him, so he can join with Z and Zauna in prison. Sue. Christopher.
Okay, Karen and Zeta, what do you both want?
Christopher, you are in a ton of hot water now. I already called Toronto Police Department and I think they were going to arrest you after the plane lands in Toronto. Yeah, that's right. What have I told you about sending the wrong people to different places?
Ugh, I'm not supposed to.
Correct. So why did you disobey me for the second time? Please give me the reason.
Fine, Karen. The reason it's because Bowser called Mr. Kuwiak to call me to send Classic Caillou to Chatham Island, New Zealand. There, now you know the reason.
I'm glad you gave me the reason. And Sue, why did you disobey me for the first time? Give me the reason, please.
Fine, Zeta. The reason it's because Bowser called Mr. Kuwiak to call me to send the Alanastiums to Chatham Island, New Zealand. There, now you know the reason.
I'm glad you gave me the reason.
So we're sorry Karen and Zeta, but sending Classic Caillou and the Alanastiums to Chatham Island, New Zealand is going to teach them a lesson for trying to ruin Lucy Precure's 9th birthday.
Come on, Christopher. Like I said before, send that 3-year-old Cummings boy to Chatham Island, New Zealand. Not send that young man with a gray shirt to Chatham Island, New Zealand. Yeah. And as for you, Sue, I didn't say send the Alanastiums to Chatham Island, New Zealand. I said send Trinity and Madison to Chatham Island, New Zealand. So we're going to let you go now.
Okay then, bye Zeta and Karen.
Freeze. You're under arrest for sending the wrong people to different places.
But officer, I didn't do anything wrong.
Shut your mouth. You have the right to remain silent. Now come with me.
Excuse me, officer, but there is no way that Christopher is going to get arrested.
Mommy, we need you.
What is it, my precious kids?
You see, we hate to say this, but
It appears that before the plane landed in Toronto, Zeta finished calling Toronto Police Department on Christopher, all because he sent Classic Caillou to Chatham Island, New Zealand instead of Preston. We can't believe that Christopher is joining with Zeta and Zana in prison.
What the heck? Right, that's it. Zeta the sorceress has gone too far this time. I'm going to have to call Iqaluit restaurant waiters about this right now.
Hello! Who is this?
Hello, you are not going to believe what my precious kids told me about Christopher.
Arrgh. Here we go again. What is it this time? Please tell me.
All right, I will tell you. See, it appears that before the plane landed in Toronto, Zeta finished calling Toronto Police Department on Christopher, all because he sent Classic Caillou to Chatham Island, New Zealand instead of Preston. We can't believe that Christopher is joining with Z and Zana in prison.
What the? Right, that's it. Zeta the sorceress has gone too far this time. I'm going to have to call Agent Henry about this situation.
Okay then, you take care now.
You too, bye.
Oh my gosh, did Zeta do it again?
Yes, I'm afraid so. It appears that she finished calling Toronto Police Department on Christopher just before the plane landed in Toronto.
What? No, 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 no. How dare Zeta do this to Christopher? She needs to understand that he didn't do anything wrong, cause he did the right thing by sending Classic Caillou to Chatham Island, New Zealand to teach him a lesson. What the heck is wrong with Zeta?
I know, and that's why I'm calling Agent Henry right now. Hello? Who is calling me? Hello, Agent Henry. You are not going to believe what Zeta did to Christopher. Ugh, not that again. What now? Tell me please. Okay, I will tell you. See, Agent Henry, it appears that before the plane landed in Toronto, Zeta finished calling Toronto Police Department on Christopher, all because he sent Classic Caillou to Chatham Island, New Zealand instead of Preston. We can't believe that Christopher is joining with Z and Zana in prison. What the? No. This can't be happening. How dare Zeta do this to Christopher? She needs to understand that he didn't do anything wrong, because he did the right thing by sending Classic Caillou to Chatham Island, New Zealand to teach him a lesson. Don't worry, I'll tell Officer Chris to arrest Zeta right away. Thanks for telling me. Have a good day. You too, Agent Henry. Goodbye.
So do you think Agent Henry is going to tell Officer Chris to arrest Zeta?
Yes, he is.
That's great. This will teach her a lesson for calling the police on Christopher just before the plane landed in Toronto.
Freeze. You are under arrest for calling the police on Christopher just before the plane landed in Toronto.
Come on, for the last time, this is my lair, and nobody else is allowed in here. So leave now, or I will have the League of Entitled Karens taken you to court.
I'm sorry, but I'm arresting you right now, and you are going to the interrogation room so we can get more information about you.
Well, that ends pretty well.
You said it, Dylan. Now we don't have to deal with the sorceress anymore.
Yes, this is what she deserves to be arrested.
Yeah, I agree.